People across our state under attack as a spike of hate crimes are being reported up and down California, including one recently here in Sacramento.
Yeah, Nikki's talking about a vice principal at Sacramento's West Campus High School who has been pushed to her limits. Those are her words after days of dealing with racist threats and hateful comments and graffiti.
Now politicians and victims are calling for change. Joining us now, California Assembly Member Jim Cooper.
Good evening.
Thanks so much for joining us this evening, Mr. Cooper. We're going to get your shot up here in just 1 second. But we wanted to have this conversation this evening because of the story of that vice principal at West Campus High School. And for our viewers who are just joining us now that possibly didn't see our story last night or earlier this evening, Dr. Elise Verscher, she's the vice principal at the school. There was a new dress code policy that went into place, and there were comments, racist comments. The N-word was sprayed across the back of the school. The N-word was spray painted on her parking space, and there were posts on social media calling her Black Hitler. You have been in the assembly before your time as a politician there. You served as mayor of Elk Grove and spent 30 years in law enforcement with the Sacramento Sheriff's Office. I want to ask you this, not as a politician or a member of law enforcement, but as a black man in 2021, when you hear stories like Dr. Verscher's being called the N-word by students, how does that make you feel?
It makes me angry. It makes me sad. It says a lot where we are as a society. This is nothing new for Sacramento. When Matt Barnes was a student at Del Campo High School, a star football player and basketball player, those same type of words and effigies were painted at Del Campo High School. And we're talking, God, back in the late 90s.
Did we lose Mr. Cooper? Okay, we have you again.
Oh,
just want to make sure that we didn't lose your audio there.
Okay.
So I want to ask you now, as Assembly member, you introduced some legislation earlier this year, Assembly Bill 266, that would address hate crimes, define them some more, and the penalties surrounding them. You penned an op-ed in Cal Matters earlier this year, and it's titled, "As Hate Crimes Increase, What Will California Do?" Before we get into the specifics of that bill, I want to pull a piece of this that you wrote, and it says, "The ideology of hate is that of tolerance. Hate builds up in individuals over that time that individual usually commits as an act of hate. Conversely, it also takes time through proper rehabilitation to rid an individual of their hatred. In worst cases of violence, the perpetrator needs more time for rehabilitation, not less." We're talking about the way someone feels, ideology. How do you rid someone of what's in their heart and in their mind?
Well, that's a great question. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. And no one's born with these thoughts or ideologies. They're developed, they're learned. And how do you change that? And this bill really addressed the violent ones where someone's bringing down a place of worship or causing great bodily injury. And we've seen the rise in hate crimes. Look at the Asian community. We've seen just a dramatic increase. Our transgender community up over 140%, and also our Muslim community. So it's very widespread. And I think it shows how intolerant our country is.
So you introduced Assembly Bill 266 early on. It did not make it out of committee. Before we discuss, the ins and outs of that, describe your reasoning for wanting to introduce this. How would this address the issues of hate crime in California?
So present day in California, if you commit a violent hate crime, a serious hate crime where you burn a place of worship down or cause great bodily injury, it's a felony, but it's not considered a violent felony. And what that means is you're eligible for early release. So what I'm saying is, because it shocks the public conscience so much to commit a violent felony, that you shouldn't be eligible for early release. And that's all it does. And it was disappointing to have that bill held in the assembly. They did pass a bill this year that to increase the reporting on hate crimes. And it's ironic because we know hate crimes are going on. People are being attacked and assaulted. We don't need any more statistics. We know it's happening. Do something about it.
So I want to pull another quote from this piece that you wrote in Cal Matters. "California is always at the forefront of inclusiveness, and the nation counts on our leadership. Now we must choose whom we protect. Will we truly stand up for people of color and our most vulnerable targets, including those who identify as Asian Pacific Islander and LGBTQ, or will we sit idly by?" Because your bill did not make it out of committee and did not become law, Is California sitting idly by?
Absolutely, 100%. And that's the sad part about it. We see report after report on your news station and other stations about assaults, and yet we do nothing about it. The most we've done is to allow for more reporting of it. And it's just frustrating as a legislator, as a former law enforcement officer, to see nothing being done to correct this.
Attorney General Rob Bonta has been going up and down the state announcing that he's having discussions, with different community members. He was in San Jose today and basically having these roundtable talks on how to address hate crimes in California. But if we're not putting pen to paper and passing laws in California, is this just kind of putting a Band-Aid on the problem and making it look like politicians are doing something without really doing anything?
Well, I'll say as a whole, it's been a lot of lip service. Hey, we want to fix this. We've talked about it. We've talked about it to death. And it's really time for action. Assemblymember Evan Lowe, he's got elderly parents. He signed on to the bill. And that terrifies me. In Sacramento, we have a large API population. And to think of someone being injured or killed seriously and not being a serious felony in California, that's just troubling. And we've tried many times over to try and get the law changed, but we can't get it passed through the legislature. So it says a lot.
Are you optimistic that maybe next session, considering that this is continuing in a state like California, where we consider, ourselves, as the governor likes to say, as California goes, so does the rest of the nation. And we're not setting the standard here and being progressive in how we handle hate crimes. What are we doing?
Sitting on our hands. And that's the sad part about it. And we've seen the reports in the news time and time again. It's time for a call to action to really deal with this and try and rectify this. And it's a big problem in California and throughout our country. And until we decide to be more effective, we're going to see more of what we've seen. And it saddens me.
Assembly Member Jim Cooper, we appreciate you taking some time this evening to talk about this extremely emotional, difficult topic, one that I wish we didn't have to have you on to talk about. I know we spoke after George Floyd and we were hoping that we were going to see some sort of change, but as we can see here with the events that transpired over the last 24 hours, and really, as you pointed out in your op-ed here with the statistics of the Jewish community, the AAPI community, the LGBT community, we have a long way to go. So hopefully we can have a discussion next session and we'll see some progress with your bill. But thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you. We'll see you in January.
All right, Eric, over to you.